Hello, 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 hello. I am right now checking to make sure that the microphone is working good. Hold on. Let me see. All right, it's working good. There we go. We will see who all pops in here. Hold on. And hold on. Let me take these off. It also helps if you hit that thumbs up. I can read this better with the glasses off for some reason. I don't know what that's all about, but hold on. There we go. Trying to get a little closer here. Frank, Scorpion Jeff, how are you guys doing? Oh, don't worry about spelling it wrong. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. How is everybody tonight? Oh, that's right. I believe in nor'easter's coming your direction. I gotta watch grabbing this mic, because if I grab this mic, I can hit my hand right there, and that's why the new Shores don't have that button there. It's a little different. Moon, how are you doing? Ah, you're at work today. That's very good. Tanisha, how are you doing? But I think you guys are getting a nor'easter, right? Am I correct? And I was watching news, and he goes, "We're getting from 1 to 25 inches." And the news guy, it was a cartoon-like thing, and the guy goes, "I don't freaking know. Whatever. We're just gonna go with it." Anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, please. I think I turned off to where people have to be a member to a subscriber to comment, because it's always fun to have these people's comment once in a while. Oh, thank you, Scorpion. Thank you. 12 to 18 inches. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Hey, how are you doing? What is up, Busta? Well, let's hope it's something small, like just 8 inches, because you guys don't need a ton of snow, do you? We just had a snowstorm here. Absolutely insane. We had grass showing. It was 50 degrees for 2 weeks, no snow. We had a little strip of snow in the front where the sun didn't hit every day. And then now everything's buried in again. Oh, I'll be looking forward to that there, Jeff. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, I can't wait to see them. When my snakes can get here because of the weather, I'll be putting videos out about them again. So right now I'm feeding hognose snakes, getting them ready. Well, they're still the baby ones, but I'm feeding these other ones, getting them ready for breeding. The female's packing it on, so she's getting ready. Yeah, Jeff, what kind of centipedes? Come on, tell us. Well, that's great, Tanisha. Yeah, that's a pretty good way to keep it a secret because I'm just hearing about it now. Yeah, fingers crossed power doesn't go out. We didn't lose power here, so I hope you guys don't lose power there. But you got, some of them wins are going to be pretty bad. Mr. J, how are you doing, sir? And what do you mean free? What's the question free? Oh, wow. What's that about? And how are you doing, sir? I'm glad you're okay. I am doing wonderful. By the end of the week next week, we'll be back up into the 40s. Snow will be melting quick, and I hope Usually February is the coldest month of the year. This year it wasn't so bad, so it'll be pretty good. Desert tiger centipedes, very cool. Oh, let me see something here. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Why were you scared? What was making it scary for you? The homemade enclosures or what? I remember your whole setup of the first scorpions. I remember getting phone calls early in the morning, the situations that were happening, and I remember. Didn't you have a whole bunch of babies born once too? I remember that. So yeah, it wasn't so bad. You did good. You did really, really good. Do I sound okay to you guys? Do the settings on the microphone sound good? Okay, thank you. Just making sure. What do you guys think? Here's a question for you. What do you think about the Chicago Bears moving to Indiana? Yeah, I remember that, Jeff. That's what I was talking about. I said I remember the phone calls and all that in the mornings of the situations that were going on. Yeah, no, I remember it. That I do. I'm getting. I ordered glasses for when I'm in my room here doing live streams. I got like a red tint to them, so it doesn't hurt your eyes as bad. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It cuts out certain light and it helps your eyes. So we'll see how that goes. You want the Rams to move to Chicago? Is that what you said? Is that what you mean? But I know, I believe it's already a done deal. I'm not 100% sure, but from what I vaguely hear, it's pretty much they're going to Indiana. The Bears. Wonder what Frank. I wonder what Wally thinks of that. I think they're his team, right? He'll probably be a Bears fan anyway. Doesn't matter where they go. So he did have tarantulas. I don't know if he's got any more right now, Buster, but he did. I think he had an Arizona blonde, if I'm not mistaken. I have a few tarantulas, but I don't remember if he still has any or not. I don't remember. Everyone should get spiders. Absolutely. And bull snakes. I have bull snakes coming, so bull snakes and hognose snakes. It's gonna be a full boat around here again. I love it. There's something stuck there, but I love it. Oh, that's right. You do. You told me that. I forgot. I forgot. You were talking about that one about a week ago, I think it was to me. And I was telling you that they call him a parachute tarantula for a reason. Do you remember me telling you that? Does Stevie still have snakes, Tanisha? Millipedes are cool, especially when you get them giant ones. I think millipedes are cool. I think I think all arachnids, not arachnids, but invertebrates and stuff like that are cool. I like the uh, praying mantises and all that stuff, and isopods. I really, really like isopods. And my roaches. I got roaches, and I like them. I got dubia roaches. They have matured. Some males have a lot. I've gotten males that have matured out already, and they're very cool. The giant African millipedes. I used to sell them in the store. They were pretty cool. Oh, he doesn't live with his sister anymore or anything like that. Jumping spiders are the coolest of the spiders, I think. I just love the way they look, especially when you zoom in on them with the camera. They're pretty cool. Scary, yeah, it's very scary, especially if Emma pops in here. Yeah. No, there's the way I want it, right like that. Yes, I'm always looking at on their websites and stuff, but I love it. The varieties today on stuff is insane from when I first started with stuff. Get looking at stuff. The Alexa was good, Emma. It was in very good shape. For some reason, people, Emma figured out how to turn the Alexa on in my house from her house all the way on the other side of the state. And she did it. I was sitting there watching TV. I was the only one home. I'm watching TV. And then the Alexa started playing music. And I'm like, hmm. And I got up and I told it to stop. And I sat down and I'm continuing to watch my show. And about 2 minutes later, it started playing it, but louder. And I'm like, huh, what's going on here? I thought somebody was in the house playing around. But no, it was Emma on the other side of the state. Wally, I've been waiting for you to pop in because I got a serious question for you. First off, I'm doing very well, Wally, and I hope you and Nanette are doing good too. Are you guys doing okay? Um, what do you think about the Bears moving to Indiana? We can hear it now, Emma, but you're going to drive Grandma crazy because she's out there all alone. So turn it back off, please, because she don't know how to do it. Emma, can you turn that off? Grandma don't know how to turn it off, Emma, and I'm not going out there, so it's going to play. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be nicer if they moved to Wisconsin because they're in that spot where it can go either way. Emma, grandma's out there yelling. Could you please turn it off, Emma? Yeah, I could see how you'd rather move to Wisconsin, but that's just a little bit further for you to travel to go to a game, I guess, huh? And Wally, with your video the other day was funny. Did she? I don't know. Which she shouldn't unplug it because we need it, but it bothers her when it scared her when you did that. I know I am. I think. I don't know. I'll be watching it, of course. Let me see here. Yeah. Yes, it does. It does, Frank. Did she unplug it, Emma? So what's anybody want to talk about him? I keep looking to see if anybody's going to say anything, but nobody's saying anything. I think a few people have disappeared for a minute. I think. I don't know. Nope, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Here. Wally's here. See, Frank, you don't know what you're talking about. Wally's right there. Well, I really like the um give me a second. I gotta think here for a minute the name again. Um oh, just on the top of my head. Give me a second. Oh, let me see here. Give me 1 second, I'll tell you. Wally always calls him the king of isopods. Hold on. I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on these. Hoffman say, guys. I looked at it before. I looked at it before it came up on my phone, and it still didn't come up on my phone. I knew I'd think of it if I thought long enough. Hoffman say, guys. I had Hoffman say, guys, but I want to start. They got all different colors now, and it's pretty cool. Sweet. I did. I'll show. Oh, it might not even be on here no more. When I put in large isopods, it comes up with all the ones from the sea. It did no good. Hey. I had to think. I had to put my mind to the test. I'm like, well, Wally always called him the king of the isopods, Hoffman Sega, and it popped right in my head. See. Is Emma still in here? Oh, yeah. The orange ones are cool. Oh, yeah. You should do videos, Frank. You did a couple videos a while ago, but you didn't. You stopped doing videos. What the heck is that? Oh, I see what she's doing. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I just texted you and asked you. I was like, is that a video game? Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to distract from you guys. So, are you still? Do you still? Do you have them up on your website there, Wally, or no? I like the black ones too. I like the black ones and the. I've been seeing pictures. I haven't owned any of the orange ones. Okay. Then I'll just have to wait until you got them available. Maybe. I'm pretty sure I can wait that long. Who are you talking to? Jeff, me, Wally, Emma, Frank, who I am doing. My day went great today. I cannot complain at all. I have a slight headache. I don't know why, but I do. But it is what it is. I'll be fine. I will be fine. I don't mean to laugh, but you redacted that real quick. I got it. I'm slightly stuffed up on one side, and that's because it was 50 degrees forever, and now it was 25 below, and I'm like, I'm like, this is crazy. Well, that's cool too. See, I like those ones too. May I ask where you picked those up at? That's what I said. Cool. Hop and say guys are very, very cool. Oh, now, Wally, be honest. Do you think that would work where they would get like a koi color to them, like they would have white spots or orange spots, or do you think some of them would just be all white or all orange? But that is a great idea, and I'm sure, you know, here's how I look at it. If I think of something like that and I'm gonna do something like that, somebody's already done it in my head. See? Already one step behind. Now, Frank, did it work the way I said? Like the mixed, are they like multiple colors or are they just duller colors or what? My nose is itching on the end and I don't know why. And Wally, I have a question for you about your channel whenever you got a chance. Okay, now with your videos, regardless of which way you go with this, I like them either way, so it doesn't matter. 'Cause I watch them all. Are you going with are you gonna stick with more serious videos, or are you gonna go back to having fun like you did with the peanut beetles and you sprinkled them on on your piece of bread or whatever, them kind of funny videos, or are you gonna do a mix and match or what? I'll have to go check that out and Frank and see because, I think it's pretty cool. But that's like there's no albino spiders. I mean, it might be something to do um, because they're invertebrates or something. Yeah, I get the 12 supreme days of Christmas, took up a lot of time this year, didn't it? Do you think it's gonna be just as tough next year? Or do you think it'll get easier? Or are you gonna try to set up a different way of doing it so that way, you gotta cut the donors off at a certain point and be like, "This is it. I can't accept no more donors this year," and things like that? I remember when you first the very first one. I can't remember. I think it was I don't remember if it was called the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, so was it? I don't remember, but I remember, you know, I won the very first year you had it. I won a that background, the DEA Exotics background, not the one you see with my badge on it, but the other one, which I have it somewhere, I think. From day one. Okay, yep. I think you know what it was? And I think it was day 3 I won. I'm pretty sure it was day 3 I won. And let me see if I can find the logo I won. I know I have it here somewhere. Maybe not on my phone, but I have it. Might help if I put glasses on to see the small stuff, huh? Let me see here. I do know I have it though. I was looking at it the day before yesterday, but I don't remember if it was here or in the cloud where I was looking at it. Anyway. Oh, okay. 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 This is what the mixed ones look like, I think. Porcelio Hoffman Lottery Mix. Huh. Oh, come on. My phone was acting goofy. Oh, what is going on? I don't know what's going on, guys. But anyway, here we go. I'll show you a picture. Oh, it's not going to come out real well. And that's because of the. Oh, there we go. I don't know. There we go. I'm trying, guys. My phone wouldn't rotate right. So I don't know what it's doing. But that is so weird that my phone is acting like that now. I don't know. Blame Emma. Nah, she ain't messing with my phone. So she's playing video games, but I don't know if she can hack my phone from there. Maybe. I don't know. I hope not. J Dog, how are you, sir? How is J Dogs in the house? Good. That's good, J Dog. Good, good, good. So, Wally, are you still in here? Okay. Now this question's for everybody, and I'm asking Wally specifically too because he's been running a reptile business for many, many years. How do you think this year is going to go with the reptile business? Do you think business is going to cut down? Do you think prices are going to go up? Do you think prices are going to go down with the reptiles? Not so much with the goods, because I know, the goods. I'm not talking about goods. I'm talking about animal sales themselves. I mean, I've been around doing this for a long time. I never had a really big business going or nothing like you do, Wally, but with the pet store and all that, did do a lot of stuff. But I've seen it come and go and ups and downs. But I think I don't see anything different now than, and everybody's saying they're worried about it, but I'm not because I don't see nothing different. So I don't know. What about you? I'll have to check them out. I will have to check them out, Frank. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. Look for a niche. Now, I personally think people should, I'm not going to say skip a year breeding, but be very selective on what they breed. Like, take geckos, for instance. Holly, you do some rare stuff, but like, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but you get leopard gecko breeders, and I bet you go on Morph Market, I bet you there's a 50,000 leopard geckos for sale. And I think that maybe they should like hone in on a few breedings and maybe slow down, grow a few things up and wait, and just like ball python breeders, people with ball pythons need to like hone in what they're doing too and slow down. It's a supply and demand thing, and if the too much supply and not enough demand, prices are going to plummet, and then that's going to hurt a lot of people. Oh, those are cool. I had ones that looked similar to that at one point, but that's not what they were. Unless they changed the name. They may have changed the name since then, so I don't know. Those are really cool. Wow. I don't know if anybody will be able to see it though. Oh yeah, much better. See, I got better with that, huh? There we go. That is cool. So, are you setting up a fish stand, Wally? You getting more fish or something? I think fish are fun. Winter held up my fish because I got to get. I have to order some more fish. Like Placostomus is for the one tank. I got the tank running. It'll be well cycled by the time they get here. Oh, I'm sorry the fish are out. Fish are fun. But moving more geckos upstairs, does that mean you're expanding your your gecko species list? The species you have in your list? Knocking down more walls for geckos, I see. Oh, Frank, you're funny. You're funny. Ah, very good. So you're not expanding, you're gonna grow your business is what you're saying. You're gonna grow the more you can produce. So that means that's telling me you have a high demand for what you produce, which is always a good thing. I could have swore on your last video I heard Annette say she wanted some hognose snakes, but I could be wrong. I'm sure he does. He's got a whole thing. Wow, you're so funny. Oh. Oh. Oh, you guys are great. I love it. Yeah, I'm sure she wants a green anaconda. Uh, yeah, I was gonna say I did see her hold one a few years back. Just like I believe I saw Wally hold a tarantula a few years back, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not 100% sure about that. I'd have to think or go back and watch all his videos again. So I could do that easy. Do you what you gonna tell everybody about it or do you want to text me about it and I won't say nothing or what? How the hell did you do that? I mean, I would be pissed too. How did you do that? That is a very, very expensive mistake. You ran your AirPod Pro 3 through the washing machine. Wow. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say you can throw it in a container with some rice for about 3 or 4 days. I guess so. That would be very upsetting. Wow. I'm sorry, buddy. If I had another, I have an iPad. I mean, an iPod, but I believe it's broke. I have about three of them. They don't even make them anymore, do they? iPods? I don't know. Oh, AirPods. Three. Oh, yeah. Very expensive. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I think Andrew's ended up in the washing machine once. Andrew also had some that fell out of his. He had them in the put them in a case, and the case fell out of the car when he was getting in the car, and he didn't know it, and was left in another town once. I believe Emma left some on an airplane coming back from England once. I told her, and they were being used when she found them. They were being used when she located them. They were being used by somebody in England, and I told her, report them stolen, turn them off. But she was like, nah. Yeah, I know that's crazy. Will you be able to get a pair tomorrow before you go back to work or anything like that? Or go back to whatever you do during the day? I don't know exactly everything you do during the day, but wow, that hurts. That hurts bad. When you said AirPods, I was thinking iPod for some reason. Then I was like, no, he's talking headphones. See my headphones? These are Beat Pros. They are not getting left in my back pocket. Ever. I don't know, buddy. That's upsetting. Very, very upsetting. I wish I had a spare pair. I would send them to you, but I don't have any. I'd be happy to send them to you. Oh, I believe I would. I do. I really do believe I would because Emma loves hers. Um, and they just work great hand in hand, I guess. Yeah, that would be I don't know. Yeah, yeah, and it can just happen to people. It happens all the time. I see people do stuff like that all the time. Andrew the other day was washing clothes and he ended up leaving his wallet in his pants. So it happens. Well, I'm not going to laugh at it because that's not funny. That's a lot of money, Busta. That's a lot of money. It's very upsetting. Yeah, well, set them somewhere and put them in, like, just seriously, put them in a little Ziploc baggie with some rice in it, leave it for a day or so before you even try to turn it on. Yeah, that's a good question there, Frank. 1 month? Mr. J is back. I don't think he went anywhere. Yeah. I told him, Jeff, I told him, I said, "There's nothing funny about it at all. Nothing funny at all." Did you get any new cigars there, Mr. J? Anything new? That's all right, buddy. I understood what you were saying. No, huh? Yeah, me either. I haven't gotten anything lately. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing there, Frank. The minute they do, they're out of here. It's possible. But I don't know who you're talking about, but anything is possible. Yeah, it blows my mind. People make these accounts, right? And then they come on and then they don't tell you who they really are because they don't want you to know who they really are because they must be no good or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Do you have any videos up, Busta? Let's see you put a video up so we know exactly who you are. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know who I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know because everybody here is a blue. Well, if you put them in rice, probably tomorrow, about 24 hours minimal to see. Dallas Ghost, how are you? I had Panda Kings there, Frank. I used to have some. Yes, I did. Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad you do. I do appreciate every person that watches my videos and supports my channel. Yep, you can. Did they go through the complete cycle of being washed, or did you get them early, or what? And I hope that turns out fine for you too, Jeff. I really do. I hope it works. All right. Well, just shake them out real good and then put them in a baggie of rice. The rice has something that draws the moisture out really good. You could be like my mother, Jeff. She's 85 years old. This is no joke. And I come in, I mow the lawn, and I come in, and she's sitting out on the way out in the back, and she's sitting there, and she thinks I missed a spot. So she grabs the lawnmower and she starts it, and she's mowing it. But she sits out there and listens to all her music on her headphones. Her headphone, one it wasn't an iPad, it was one of the Beat Pros or something, one of the ones that go, or whichever one of the Beats that you use when you go to the gym and stuff. Well, anyway, it fell out of her ear. And this was an older model, and they didn't have it to where when one's out, the other one goes off. You know, they have them like that. But it fell out, and the other one was playing, and she didn't even notice it fell out. And she ran over it with the lawnmower, and she come walking in, and she's holding it, and it's just string, just like all the wires are hanging. It's just shredded. And she's like, I don't think it works anymore. So we had to go buy her another pair. My brother, so it was funny. Topic of discussions, anything you want, Dallas, anything you want. You can mention it and we'll talk about it if we can. If nobody wants to talk about it, they'll tell you. Okay. What would you like to discuss, Dallas? I'm pretty much open for anything. Okay. Well, if you think of one, you can put it in the comments and we'll talk about it. Buster, are you still in here? Got a question for you. Okay, go ahead. Throw something out, Wally. We'll talk about it. Okay. Dallas, that's fine. Let me put my No, I have not seen it. Is it funny? And is it new? That's what I say. I haven't seen it. Okay. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to look for it now. Did Now, Wally, I know. Have you watched um 11 Have you watched 11/23/60, Wally? That's what I was trying to ask. I hit that button again on the top. I hate that button being there. Yeah, it's about a Stephen King thing, and it's not scary or nothing, which is kind of strange. But it's about a guy who lives in the year 2016, and his friend has a closet that you can go into, and it takes you back to 1960. And now he's trying to find, because his friends, a bunch of his friends were, something happened during the Vietnam War, so he's going to go back and try to prevent the assassination of John F. Kennedy to prevent the Vietnam War. So it's kind of weird how things go. I've been seeing a lot of advertisements for that, Frank, and I've been wanting to watch it, but I didn't get to it yet. I have not. I have not got. I have not gotten to watching it yet. Apparently, Dallas has. Is it good? Do you guys like it? I liked Stephen King's Welcome to Derry, or HBO's Welcome to Derry, I should say. Yeah, it's on. It's very interesting. Um, and it's like it's not. It's just a couple. It's like a mini series type of thing, but it's very interesting. And it how the past doesn't want to be changed, so it kind of fights you and prevents you from trying to change things. So I thought of you when I first started watching. I'm like, I bet you Wally would like this show. I heard that, Frank. I heard it's in the Game of Thrones universe, and but some people say they're upset because they were hoping it would be more like the Game of Thrones, but it's not the Game of Thrones, so I don't know. What do you? What is your take on it, Frank and Dallas? What do you think of it? Do you like it? You guys like it or not? That's what I heard. I heard it takes place a long time before that. See, now you think it's all right. Dallas says it's okay. So that to me tells me, yeah, I don't know. I might wait till day I'd have nothing else to watch, and I might start watching to see if I get into it. Because I watch a lot of them reviewers that do stuff, and a lot of them didn't like it. They were like, it's just not. They were hoping it would be more like the Game of Thrones type of thing, but it turns out it's just in it's before the Game of Thrones, but it's in the same universe, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Isn't there another show that came out on HBO too around the same time as this one? Like, I think I'm not sure though. I could be wrong. I'll have to check it out myself. Let me see. I'll see if I can find anything on it. I'll have to check that out too. I didn't. I kind of heard a little something about it, but I never seen it. Dallas, the Love and Death of Robots there on Netflix, but I'll have to check that out. And I'm definitely gonna have to check out what Wally was talking about there. It's it's kind of strange how I miss all these shows. I don't understand how I miss them all. Well, that's because they're probably. Are you able to like? You took them out of the little box, right? That they go in. I wouldn't leave them in the box. I'd put the box in there, and I would put that all in there separately. Well, I'll have to check it out there, Dallas. I'll have to check that out for sure. It sounds like an interesting show. Okay, here you go, guys. Here's a question for you. I got a few of them. Now, we're not talking about like way back shows because I know if you ask me what one of my favorite shows are from way back in the 70s and stuff would have to be like Welcome Back Cotter and Barney Miller, things like that. I think are great shows. Now we're going to talk more recently. What are your one of your favorite television shows? I have several. I'm going to throw them out there. I like Bones, which is a great show. I also like Medium. I don't know if you guys ever seen Medium, but Medium's also, and the original CSI. Three of the top show my three of my top favorite shows. Oh, and The Mentalist. The Mentalist is right up there too. Dark Winds, excellent show. Excellent. I forgot about Dark Winds. I think they're working on another season, aren't they? Dark Winds is excellent. Excellent show. Welcome to Derry was very good as well. Yes, I like that one too. I do. Have any of you ever watched the show Medium or Bones or anything like that? I don't watch much TV either. Like if I'm sitting here working on something, I'll put it on my computer and I'll watch it. And I'll watch like, I don't know, a couple episodes and then by then I'm done. But I watched it when I was younger, but I don't really watch much TV at all now. I do like to sit down and watch things like Fallout. Andrew and I are watching Fallout. All in the Family. Yes, very good. Jefferson's was good too. Were you around when they came out? Yeah. Sanford and Son was good too. Yes. Were you around when these shows were out? The only reason I asked is because you called it Archie Bunker and it's All in the Family. No, you were not. But they're good shows. I like them. I think Lamont from Sanford and Sons just died the other day, about a week ago. Red Fox, who played Sanford, he died in the 90s, I think. Yes, yes. I've been really starting to listen to podcasts. It's kind of crazy. Oh, you're only Only 18. Okay. Um, but I don't know. Maybe Wally, if he's still listening, he might remember these shows. But you got The Life of Riley, I Married Joan, and Dobie Gillis are good ones. I watched all them. And what was the other one I used to watch? I'm trying to think here. Oh, there was another one. I'll have to think about it for a minute. Yeah, Archie's Place came afterwards. That's after um, Edith died on the show, and that was after that. So Jeffersons are good. I like the Jeffersons. Moving on up to the top to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah, I remember them shows. MASH was a good show. I like that one. Old folk shows. you know, but if you watch like I Married Joan, Dobie Gillis, Burns and Alice, the Jack Benny show, you can watch all these shows. You can find them all. They're all great. Bob Newhart show. Yeah, the first time it was out or the second time it was out? Because Bob Newhart was the best too. This is my Daryl. Hello, my name is Daryl. This is my brother Daryl. This is my other brother Daryl. Uh, you met Loretta Swift? Very cool. Get an autograph? I have Muhammad Ali's autographed. I know he's not a TV actor, but I got his autograph. Very good. You know what? I forgot about Gilligan's Island. No, I did not see that AI generated, but I do like Gilligan's Island. Okay, here's a question for you, Wally. You like Gilligan's Island? How many seasons of Gilligan's Island are there? I need to fact check my just to make sure I'm right on this one. Yeah, it was a very short run show, but you would think, with all the episodes you watch, you think, wow, this show was on forever, but it wasn't. At one time, many, 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 many years after it was over, it was still played somewhere around the world. That's funny. Oh, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. What famous event happened during the first episode? I'll have to think. Wait a minute. I'm gonna try to think of this one. Oh man, first, what major event happened during the first episode? Like, okay, now when you say event, what do you mean by event? Do you mean like something that happened in the world or something, and it was on there, or what? Other than the characters all being changed out in the second episode? Big event in the U.S. Cuban Missile Crisis. Yes, hint, 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 hint. Oh, I think we went to the moon. Late in '63. Oh, Kennedy was shot then. I had to think for a minute. I was trying to think of what years it first came out. When she said 63, I was like, that's why I thought the Cuban Missile Crisis, but yeah. Who shot JR? I remember that episode. And then it was the very end of the episode, and then you had to wait till next season to find out. No, Gilligan's Island was good. I liked it. Which all, and after you watch it and then you hear things about it and you're like, well, why did the Mr. and Mrs. Howell pack suitcases full of money for a 3-hour tour? It just didn't make sense, but it was a good show. I liked it. I also like My Favorite Martian. Oh, that's a good one, Wally. Uh, yeah, The Matrix. I didn't know so. Yeah, samies. My sister was 3 in 1963. I'm not going to tell you how old I was in 1963. Your grandparents were around in 1963, you think? Well, you need to show your grandparents a picture of the Star Wars movie of the line outside and ask them if they were standing in the line. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it. I'm ready to answer it if I can. Okay, now when you say this, do you mean like a drive-in movie? Or do you mean like drive to yourself or someone drive you to? We're just talking movies right now. Okay. First movie I drove to. I'll have to think about this for a minute. Wow. I went to so many movies when I was a teenager that I wouldn't know which one was first, to be honest with you. My first drive-in movie that I ever went to, what the heck was that? Because they started closing drive-ins, so that would have to be The Gates of Hell or something like that. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. Oh, I'm always doing well. At least I try. Jaws. Wow. Another great movie. Do you guys remember when what's the name was in the theater? The Rocky Horror Picture Show? May I ask why you don't go out much, Dallas? Do you live out in the middle of nowhere? No problem. I like your stuff. Yeah, Tim Curry did a good job in that one. Did you ever go see it in the movie theater, though, Frank? See, when you went to it in the theater, everybody had a squirt gun and squirting each other. It was kind of an interesting, you know, interesting. My son's girlfriend got me the script, the handwritten, the typed up script of the Rocky Horror Picture Show for Christmas. It's great. Well, that's cool. Oh yeah, the birds are very cool. I was on a Here's something for you. Wildlife. I was on the map today, and it shows when hummingbirds come back to certain areas. In the area I'm in, and I believe Wally's in the same area, they come back between May 1st and May 18th is when you start seeing them all again. I have to get a hummingbird feeder because I love seeing them little hummingbirds flying around. Favorite scary movie, Wally? What is it? And everybody else goes for everybody too. Oh yeah, I seen that, and you had some great stuff. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, that's funny. Phantasm, the first one. My brother, and you know why it made it so scary for me? It's my brother and I sat and went and seen that, and he just scared the hell out of me when we watched that movie. The Tall Man. Yeah, they're pretty cool. When do they usually come around, Wally? Okay. I guess I could divide that up. There's first scary and scary, both then, Wally, both. What would be your scariest movie? And then what was your first scary movie? No problem there, wildlife. I love your birds that you put up. Keep up the great work. April for Orioles. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Exorcist. You know what? I didn't even think of The Exorcist. And I remember when that came on theaters, that was very scary too. That might even beat out Phantasm. It's just the way my brother scared me with the movie Phantasm. First Friday the 13th is the scariest. And then that night I saw Poltergeist at a drive-in. Ah, yeah. You know what? I'll tell you what scared me. Friday the 13th, I seen that right when it first came out too. It was kind of scary. All right. To me, it was pretty scary. But the reason stuff like that didn't scare me for some, this is just how my mind works. Stuff like that, I was like, the fog also. The fog was great. Um, what scared me about The Exorcist more so than Friday the 13th or even Poltergeist is because when you watch The Exorcist, you think, and then you see stories about stuff and you're thinking to yourself, that could actually be, I mean, it's based on somewhat of a true story, but you're thinking, wow, that could really happen. And then I think of like Friday the 13th, I think, well, no, but that's just the way my mind works, I guess. If you understand what I'm saying. Fog, I like the fog too. Oh, Freddy Krueger was good. Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street. Yes. Very, very good show. Very good movie. What was scary about that movie, but it really didn't scare me was that the dream thing, and it's in your dreams. But like The Exorcist and Poltergeist was like, what? Poltergeist didn't scare me so much as The Exorcist did, but I always thought, wow, Halloween was good. hmm hmm I liked Halloween. Oh wow, you're hilarious. Oh man. Ah. Yeah, that's what gets me about like The Exorcist and stuff like that. Do you ever watch any of them scary videos on like TikTok and stuff like that? Emma will send me one, and the next thing I know, that's all I'm getting scary stuff on it. I'm like hauntings and like I saw a picture today that somebody took out their yard of their kids looking over the fence, standing on stuff looking over the fence. And over the fence, you could see a face looking back at them, but they couldn't see it. Kind of like scary stuff. Yeah. Poltergeist 2 didn't scare me as much as didn't I'm not gonna say scare me, but I like the first one much better than the second one. Although the second one had that guy in it Who did you know that guy who played that part of the preacher guy really did have stomach cancer and he really was dying and he died before it was actually released? Oh, that would be interesting to check out, I guess, depending upon what you're smelling. So did the movie stink? Ah, worst movie you ever seen. It's because you were scratching, sniffing too much. Yeah, see, I wouldn't enjoy that at all. Oh, worst movie you ever seen. Okay, give me a minute. Let me think. There's some pretty bad ones out there. Hmm. Worst movie I ever seen. There was a couple movies that when I was in the middle of the movie at the theater, I'm like, that I gotta go. This is stupid. Um, but I don't. Maybe they were so bad I can't even remember what the heck they were. Worst movie I ever seen. Hmm. What about you, Wally? What was the worst movie you ever seen? Okay. Yeah, you walked out. Yeah. There was a whole bunch of movies from that time period that were kind of like kind of weird. I'm gonna have to really think about it. Check that out. It's interesting. Ah, Um, there was some pretty crazy movies out that were like it just- they were didn't make much sense. The original Anaconda. Well, the only reason I didn't like the original Anaconda is because it was too far out of realm to be considered even a real thing. I don't know. Did you ever see the movie Hellhound? That was kind of stupid. I have to think. There was another couple other ones that were kind of weird. The new one's coming out, yeah, with Jack Black. I saw previews of that. I'm in no rush to see that one either. Yeah. I wouldn't know. Yeah, that was kind of weird too. Yeah, it was more of a kid movie. Oh, there was that one other one around that same time. What was it? It was Oh, what was it? Something about space and a black hole. Not the black hole, but it was space and 13 robots or something weird. The second one was way worse. I have to agree with you. Mass 2 absolutely was absolutely horrible. It was one of the worst sequels ever. Because I'll definitely agree with that. Definitely one of the worst sequels ever. I've never seen that one. Seen previews of it, but the previews I did see. It just was like that doesn't interest me. Another good movie that I really enjoyed, Dark Shadows with Johnny Depp. I don't know. I didn't like it. I did. I watched it, but it just wasn't the best. But with Jason the Argonauts, I thought that was good. -0 or -1, you mean? I think they're coming out with another one here. I think they're working on another one. Oh, King Kong versus Godzilla. Just the one that did just the latest one that came out. The first Incredibles was much better than the second one. It's just like the first Minions movie was better than the other ones, I guess. The Irishman. Now, what bothered me about that movie is they drug it out too long. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it at all. Yeah, that's because that really wasn't even a Godzilla movie. That was more of a movie about an iguana that just grew. Sister-in-law was okay. Yes. Question: favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? I have one. The original Conan, and that was because I believe what triggers it is because of all the it has James Earl Jones in it. One, and how is that cheating? How is that cheating? Because of the all the snakes in it. I think. Terminator 2. You didn't like the first Terminator? I thought the original Terminator was better than Terminator 2. Yeah, yeah, it was very good. If you liked it better than the first one, then that's perfect. You know what made the second one big time is because it was so long from the first one to the second one. Yeah, a lot of people say that too, but I like the first one better. But the second one, what made the second one so good is because of the liquid metal guy with the T. I can't remember what Terminator series he was. Okay, here's what I think about the Predator movies. Right, when they did it, you get to a point to where it's like, why continue on doing it? I didn't see the last one that came out, but the one before that, where it took place back in the at that Indian tribe or whatever it was, that was the last one I saw. I mean, they just Alien versus Predator and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. The original Alien was the best Alien as far as I'm concerned. Total Recall. That was a good one. Um, yeah, I didn't like his one. What was that one? End of Days. Is that the one he did? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I didn't like that one so much. Oh, what also popped in my head was the one of the greatest television shows was The Greatest American Hero. I didn't like 28 Years Later. I watched it. I didn't like it. Dark Crystal was good. I liked the Dark Crystal. What's your opinion of it, Frank? What did you think of the 28 Years Later? St. Elmo's Fire was good. So was The Breakfast Club. Blue Lagoon was okay. I watched the original one, not the. I think what was it? Bo Derek was in it. I think it was not the new Blue Lagoon, the original Blue Lagoon. And um, I was going to ask you guys what you guys thought of something else. Give me a second. What did you guys ever think of The Breakfast Club? Did you guys like The Breakfast Club? Any of you guys see it? My son, no lie, I was like, when he was a teenager, I guess it was before, before he started high school, he was like in 7th grade or something, 6th grade maybe. And he comes in and I said, "Oh, we're gonna watch this Breakfast Club." I put it on. He sat and watched it. It became his favorite movie. To this day, it is still his favorite movie. But he drove his teacher crazy. When he got into high school, he would cause trouble in the classroom, and then he would pull quotes out of that movie and throw them at the teacher, and it just used to piss the teacher off. He got in trouble once. The teacher was like, "You got to go sit over there in the corner now," or something like that. And the teacher had to move his desk over in the corner, and then he's like, "I think that breaks fire code." He pulled that whole thing out about the fire code of blocking the door, and the teacher just was going crazy because he knew what he was doing. And every time the teacher said something, he pulled out a quote from the Breakfast Club that related to what he was saying. And the teacher had to call me on the phone and says, I can't take it. He's driving me crazy. Lord of the Rings was okay. Yes. Never seen the menu myself. I want to say Emma and her husband's too was Harry Potter. What you guys think of Edward Scissorhands? I believe that was the very last movie Vincent Price was ever in too. Yeah, it was good, but not absolutely great. No, I agree with that one. I was flying to my sister's in Arizona, and that movie was in the theaters, Edward Scissorhands, and they played it on the movie on a flight. It was a nonstop flight. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's the only time I ever watched it too. Just like The Nightmare Before Christmas, I thought was a great movie, but I only watch it um during the holidays, and my grandchildren love that movie. Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of their favorite movies, I think. My grandson has a bunch of Russian dolls that are the Nightmare Before Christmas characters, and they're all in there. And his favorite one is Jack Skellington. I would ask what everybody's favorite song is, but Wally had his up on his thing a while back. Everybody knows. Hot Tub Time Machine. Excellent movie. Let me think here. Hmm. I get the biggest kick out of like let me there's a couple that I get to really enjoy watching. Like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Friday. I like that one. And there's another one. I like the second Friday too. The next Friday or something like that. I think it's called. I like that one too. But if I had to go back and really think, just again, you guys are gonna think this is weird, but I like Conan the Barbarian. When I watch that movie, it's just like I relax and I really get into it. I don't know if I've ever seen a second one. You know what Emma's favorite show? Um, her favorite sitcom show is The Office. Mrs. Doubtfire was good. Yeah, it was. Hello. Did you ever see Popeye with Robin Williams? I thought that was okay. Some people say they didn't like it, but I thought it was okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sally Fields. Yeah, I didn't even think, The Flying Nun. Was that the name of the show, The Flying Nun? I think she was in that show, right? Yeah, and I know she was in Mrs. Doubtfire, but I'm talking about, a sitcom she did, The Flying Nun. And The Flying Nun. Yes, back in the 60s. Okay, here we go. Um, Coneheads. It was okay. I liked it on Saturday Night Live way more than I liked it in the movie. I like the 70s Saturday Night Live, the late 70s, early 80s Saturday Night Live way better than I do anymore. But um oh, what show was I thinking about? Made me forget it. Hmm. Blues Brothers was good. Yeah, they were okay. Have any of you ever seen Dr. Detroit? And have any of you ever seen the movie Time Bandit or Time Bandits? I can't remember if it was Bandit or Bandits. I knew you would like that one if you've seen it, Wally. Time Bandits, yeah, that was pretty good too. Yes. It was on TV not that long ago, and I watched it again because I'll watch it if I see it or something. But yeah, I liked it. Yeah, huge Monty fan. Which one were you you were asking something on one of your posts, and I put that about the guy eating that last little bite of food from that Monty Python clip. I have to think about what clip it was now, where the guy was sitting there. He's like, "I can't eat one more bite, I'll explode." He ate that one last little bit. Mr. Bean is funny. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, did you guys like the first one that came out in the 70s, in 1970, or the ones that came out later on? I'm a fan of the original. Even though it was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the one that came out later, but Willy Wonka came out first. Gene Wilder, yes. I have to agree with you there, Wally. Just I like how you did it like that. Yeah, no, I agree. Well, the new one is a thing amongst kids because I know. I'll be honest with you. My grandkids like that the new one that just came out. Now, if you get them to try to watch the old one, they kind of get bored with it, and I think it's just the different way things are done. I guess I don't know. Goonies, greatest movie ever made. Silver Streak was funny. Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder. I liked it. They came out with a bunch of movies together during the 70s and stuff in the 80s. I liked them. They were pretty good. But The Goonies is the greatest movie of all times. I heard they're working on a Goonies too when these guys are all grown up now. And I just found I remember it's been a while, but I found out that Thanos was played by the big brother in the Goonies. Oh yeah, Sandlot was okay. Okay, Animal House was right up there. Yeah, it could be probably. It's neck and neck. I'll give it to you. It's neck and neck with the Goonies. Can you tell me what I am? A zit. I was like, oh my god. Ah, yeah, food fight. I can just picture it in my head. Rush Hour is good. Pet Cemetery was okay. I liked it when they killed the horse upstairs. He died of a heart attack. Oh my god. Yeah, it scared the horse to death. I'll tell you a story, and this is a true story. Back when my grandfather was a kid, and this is way back, close to 100 years ago. No lie. Um, he never went to high school because he only went to like the 8th grade or something like that. But some of his friends went to high school. And for a high school prank, his buddy came to him and was like, "What can I do for a high school prank?" And my grandfather was like, "Let's take a cow to the 3rd floor of the school." And they're like, "Oh, okay." They take a cow all the way up to the 3rd or 4th floor of the school. Now, I don't know if any of you know anything about cattle. You can get them to climb steps up, but you cannot get them to climb down. And I believe they had to hire somebody to somebody had to come in and dispatch the cow to get it out of the school. Hamburger Hill and Platoon, both excellent movies. I liked Hamburger Hill a little better than Platoon. Maybe. That's up in the air too. Can I hear the chainsaw? But yeah, they did my grandfather did some real crazy stuff back in the day. He was crazy. He had a buddy, they lived out in the country, and then this town had a jail cell in it, and his buddy went to jail, got arrested for something. And my grandfather found out. So my grandfather got a tractor and hooked chains up to the doors and the window of the jail cell and pulled the whole wall down and broke his buddy out of jail. Saving Private Ryan, I thought, was an excellent movie. Band of Brothers was good. That's based on a true story out of the guy who told the story was out of Pennsylvania, I think. Well, it was the guy who was the captain or whatever in that show was in the thing. Name the famous young actors in both. Ooh. Animal House, young actor. Kevin Bacon was in it. And I believe Kevin Bacon in Friday the 13th. You and I think on the same um, level there, Wally. That's why, I guess. Yeah, Kevin Bacon was very young in Animal House. Kevin Bacon also is from Philadelphia. His dad was a big proponent to keep all buildings lower than Willie Penn. He was on the city board and he really worked at that. And they finally passed a law to make it so that they could build buildings above Willie Penn's head, which is City Hall downtown Philadelphia. Yeah, his dad was and Kevin Bacon's from Philadelphia. He was born there and everything. Yeah, it's a big thing. His dad was really fought to keep the city of Philadelphia in tradition because when they built City Hall and they put Willie Penn on it, nothing was supposed to go above Willie Penn's eyes so he could watch over the entire city, they said. And it took him all the way until the 80s to get that law changed so they could put buildings above Willie Penn's head. Yeah. Now when I watch Friday the 13th again, I'm gonna have to look for Kevin Bacon because I really didn't know he was in it. They are both good. I like Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn, with Patrick Swayze and stuff in it first. I also like The Outsiders. I don't know if any of you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen The Outsiders. Stir of Echoes. What you guys think of that? That was a Kevin Bacon movie. Do you like Stir of Echoes, Wally? Did you ever see it? Yeah, I thought it was very good. I liked Stir of Echoes. She's having a baby. Seen it once, I believe. He was also in the what was it? The Invisible Man or something like that. Kevin Bacon. He was the villain. Yeah, I don't know if he was in that. I know Kiefer Sutherland was in it, but I don't know about Kevin Bacon. He may have been in it though. I'd have to really sit down and think about that one. Yes, he was. Okay, Moon over Miami. Yes, he was. Yeah, Flatliners was good. Yeah. How about Lost Boys? You guys think a lot? Do you guys like the movie Lost Boys? Outsiders was excellent. Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be cool to meet him. I think that would have been cool to meet him. I'll have to see if he's at any of these Comic Con things or thing like that. Oh, that's cool. What did Crystal think of it? Did she have to read the book in school or anything like that? I know I did. So, yep, I brought him up earlier to show my favorite Martian. Yep. How about Mr. Ed? Oh, very good. Very good. Wilmer. Warriors and the Soches. Were you? That's cool. That's very cool. That was very, very cool. I got to go see this screening of the movie Shaft. Did you ever see? You guys ever see the movie Shaft? I got to see and then I had to fill out a form and what parts of the movies I thought they should cut. Very underrated. Yep. Did you ever get to do that? Any of you guys ever get to go to the movie and they give you a questionnaire on the scenes you think should be cut? Yes, Tropical Thunder. Yeah, and there was some in that movie, Shaft. I'm pretty sure most of you seen the movie Shaft. There was scenes in there, and you were like, "What's that got to do with the whole storyline here?" And they had you write down what you thought should be cutting out and stuff. And the director was there. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Anyway, I've been on for over 2 hours, and I think I probably should be hopping off. Let Wally get back to moving all his stuff around. Oh, it was an excellent, great chat. 24 hours. Yeah, we'll have to work on that, Frank. So when I have to step off, you could step in. Things like that. It was a great stream, guys. I love it, these streams, especially when we start talking stuff like we just were. Like, it was great. So, everyone, good night. See you guys all later. Peace out. Don't forget, anybody in here, go check out the 13th day of the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. So, peace.